Hello everyone. I'm grateful for the Education Commission for allowing me the opportunity to give you some tips and tricks on how you might add some zest and zing to your videos with some animated graphics. The software that I'm going to talk about today is mostly available on lots of folks' computers. I'm a Mac user, so the software is freely available if you own a Mac. And the other software is available if you work for a university. You might be able to get access to Adobe and the Microsoft suite of Office products. So we're going to talk about today Keynote, iMovie, PowerPoint, Canva, which is an online graphics program, and Adobe Rush. And we'll show you a few examples about how you might add some animated graphics to the videos you're producing in these editing programs. So let's go take a look. Here are a couple of intro videos that I created for my classes. This one's lighting design and the other is fundamentals of theatrical design. I found some stock footage animated backgrounds on Storyblocks or YouTube and downloaded them, and then brought them into iMovie and Keynote and created the videos there. So kind of the techniques we're going to show you today. This is Keynote, which is the place that I typically go to first in order to create some interesting animations for the graphics that we like to use in the videos that might add some pizzazz. So I've started a new file. I'm making sure that the file size is 1920 by 1080 because that's the size of video footage that I shoot with my camera, so I want to make sure all of that matches. Plus, it's it's nice, high quality. So we've started a new file in Keynote, and you see I deleted all of the stuff first off, and I've changed the background to green because when I import it into iMovie, I'm going to be able to cut that green background out using the green screen alpha channel feature that the free version of iMovie has built into it. So you can see I dragged in a transparent PNG file or a TIFF file. Works great. I did a couple of these I had to do a little work on in Photoshop to make sure the backgrounds are right. So I'm trying to find the right transitions that I like. This is one of the best things about Keynote is that it has really sort of fine adjustment tools that you can adjust graphics or text or anything else you want to make move or animate in some way. Keynote really has some great features in order to do that. So I'm going through. I'm trying to find the right builds, and now I'm making sure that in my build order that all of the layers or all of the graphics files that I'm importing are set to execute automatically in the build order, one after another, because we're going to export this as a movie, and so we want it to be a self-playing file. We don't want to have to hit the spacebar or the arrows in order to be able to make it execute. So you can see I've sped the video up in iMovie because I don't want my videos to be too long. So if there's something that can go a little bit faster without my, and I can do a voiceover narration as opposed to the narration I was doing, I do that. So now we're exporting the file as a movie. And you can see that it's a self-playing file, and I'm going to change the resolution here from 720p to 1080p because that's going to match the resolution of my my camera footage. And then when I click next, it will export it as a movie file, which then I will be able to use in iMovie, or Adobe Rush or whatever editing program that you're using. So here we are testing it out. This is the QuickTime movie file that we created. So if I click play there, you can see that the animations are nice and smooth. I've done it to the side because I know in my footage my face is going to be on the other side, and so I was sort of planning for that. So here's another way to go. You can make a transparent background movie. So all of the steps up till now are the same. I've added some added some files for you. But I want to choose no fill now, and you see it turns my background black. This is again in Keynote. This is as opposed to doing a green screen footage. So you can then export the same way we did before, export to a movie. But I'm going to change it from 720. I'm going to go to custom, and I'm going to choose the Apple preset 4444, which adds an alpha channel. You see it's going to export with a transparent background now. And so it's going to create a movie file that's the same as the green one that I did last time, but it's going to give me a transparent background. Okay, we're moving into PowerPoint, which works very similar to the way Keynote does. And again, I've started a new file. I'm deleting the stuff that's on the slide that it automatically puts there for me. I'm going to the design tab, and I'm changing to widescreen because I want to make sure that happens. And now I'm adding some shapes, some text in order to create some sort of animated text in a box. Again, you can bring in any kind of transparent graphics or anything like that you want to bring in. And now you can see I'm adjusting my builds, I'm animating the slides, and I'm changing it to a green screen. I have yet to find a PowerPoint to give me the option to do a transparent background, that sort of alpha channel thing that iMovie will or Keynote will do. So this is Canva, which is a great online graphics site that gives you the option to do lots and lots of different kinds of things. And so many are built in, and so many of the features are free that you can do animated graphics and download them. You can also create animations if it's not kind of a built-in template that they have by adding slides. These are called stickers, and stickers are animated within Canva. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing in the animated graphic, and then I'm adding or I'm copying the page. So I'm adding pages. So you see now I'm adding page 3, and I'm going now and clicking the animate button, and I get animated transitions just like I get in iMovie, or just like I get in Keynote or in PowerPoint. So then I can download that file as a movie. And again, this is all of that I just did is free. You don't get a transparent background, but again, if you do green, you'll be able to import it into iMovie or Adobe Premiere or something like that. So what I want to show you here is if you want to do transparent background graphics, and Canva is great about graphics, you can download them, but if you want transparent backgrounds, you have to use the Pro version, which costs a little bit per month. So now I've gone into iMovie, and so I'm kind of showing you how I created the movie we're watching right now. So I go into iMovie, I click Create a New One, and you can import your media here, or you can drag files in from another folder. That's how I do it. So you can see I'm dragging files in onto a timeline-based editing line. And you line up your clips, or you put clips one on top of another in order to be able to adjust or overlay things, on top of each other. So this is me just kind of dragging my clips in and getting my timeline sized properly. Here's the thing that we started with at the beginning. You see that I've now placed that green movie on top of the movie footage that I was shooting earlier. If you see me click that button right there, it gives me the option for cutaway or picture-in-picture or green screen, which is what we chose now, green/blue screen. And now you see it has overlaid that movie that we made a little bit earlier on top of my video. This is Adobe Rush, which works very similar to the way iMovie does. Again, it's part of the Adobe suite if you have access to that. It's a timeline-based video editor, just like iMovie is, or just like Premiere or something like that. You do have more timelines within Adobe Rush. It doesn't have the option for the green screen cutout. So you see that second option that I made in Keynote today with doing the transparent or alpha channel background is what works better here in Adobe Rush. It has some really pretty robust tools in terms of titles and transitions. Transitions are a little weak, but has a lot of different titles that you can add, and you can adjust all the titles within Adobe Rush. iMovie doesn't give you quite as many options. So this, you can adjust a lot of the titles in this program that you can't do in the other. There are some transitions. You can adjust speed and do some of those other things that you can in iMovie. And I want to end up showing you my little tag that I did years ago. And I've just updated it for the 21st century. Shamrock Studio. Thanks for watching.